Your spirit is unique and it cannot be cloned. There is nothing that people can do to replicate the spirit that has been put inside of you. It is unique to you, it is innate to you, and therefore all the moves you make in life will reflect the type of spirit that you've got. A lot of times people have tried to break this very spirit because they know that with this spirit, sky's the limit. And so a lot of people are going to treat you very differently because of the spirit you embody. And people are not going to want you to feel different or feel unique or feel like you can make a different impact in this world. A lot of people are going to do a lot of things to try to dumb you down and get into your head and make you feel like, you're just kind of like everybody else, when that couldn't be further from the truth. Your spirit has been taking you to different rooms, to different places, to different realms where a lot of people, they may never see, simply because their spirit doesn't align with these pathways and your spirit does. And understand that when you do not conform, or you simply do not go the way of the herd just because everybody else is doing it, because this is how your spirit is. And a lot of people are going to be triggered by this because a lot of people wish you would. They wish you would just go the way of the herd. A lot of people feel safe in what is ordinary. A lot of people feel safe in what is regular, what everybody else does. But when you have a different spirit, therefore leading you down different pathways in life, going into unique rooms throughout your lifetime, having unique experiences throughout your lifetime, you are going to trouble many people who feel like, that's just the one thing they can't take away from you. That's the one thing they cannot replicate. That's the one thing they cannot clone. They cannot clone who you are. They cannot change who you are inside. They're going to try, though. Don't put it past them. A lot of people will try their hardest to try to get you to look at yourself very differently. That's when you look at yourself in the mirror. When you do see yourself and you look at yourself and you see your life's work and you see where you want to go, you have to stay focused on that. Not what the naysayers say about you. They don't know anything about you or the path that you're on, even if you've told them. They don't know how deep it is. They don't know how far you can go. And understand that your spirit not being able to be cloned is going to trigger many people who are used to, getting people to do things their way, getting people to conform. You're a hard nut to crack. That's how people are going to view you. A real hard nut to crack, very stubborn, very difficult. People are going to call you extremely difficult because your spirit is extremely different. Your spirit is not, comprised of the same elements that a lot of these people out here spirit is comprised of. A lot of people move maliciously in this world, and perhaps you are not that type of person. You do not try to go out here and trick and deceive people to stay afloat. You move right, you move clean, you move with your head on right. And this is why a lot of people, they'll try to copy everything about your life. They'll even try to copy the way that you talk, the way you come across, your lingo, everything down to your shoes. People will try, but the spirit, they can never nab it, they could never get that. And it's because it's not in them to be like you. It's not in them to go where you're going. It's not, even if they do try to follow. You may have people trying to follow your pathway in regards to your job, wanting to work in the same place that you do, wanting to get more pay than you. You know what I mean? Like these certain things, you'll see people around you, your own people, trying very hard to try to get the same sort of lifestyle that you've got. But the way that you go about it is different. The way that you go about it is something they're not ever able to clone. They're never going to be able to clone. And they're going to see, how is it, why doesn't it feel the same? Why do they look happier doing it? Why does it seem more real when they do it? It's because that's what it was. It was always real when you did it. If you're just copying someone to get what they've got, it's never going to be real if you don't have a personal attachment to it, if you don't have a personal drive for it. This is all coming down to the spirit of it all. If you have the spirit to go out there and help humanity to wake up, help to take people off the streets, help to feed the starving children of the world, right? And people see how wonderful you look in this light, how amazing of an initiative or initiatives these are that you're involved in. A lot of these fake people are going to try to act like, they're like that. But you're going to see that it's not for the better good. It's not because they want to do it. It's because they see the reception you get when you do it. And because their spirit isn't aligned in that way to really go out here and do all these, these humanitarian efforts, right? So it's like these people will always seem like something's off. Their heart's not into it, their head's not into it. All they did it for was just to copy you to see if they could get the same kind of attention that you do. You got to do what aligns with your spirit. That's why a lot of these people, they get embarrassed because they start copying somebody like you. They start mimicking somebody like you, try to do the things that you do, but they don't really want to do it for the good reasons. They're doing it because you're simply doing it, but that's how your spirit is. And that's the difference. Their spirit may not really be that way. It doesn't really matter how they try, to do what you do. And it's like, it's never going to be genuine. It's never going to come across as real. That's why I say that your spirit cannot be cloned. The way you move through life, because of how your spirit is, configured here, is going to make, it's going to be obvious what's real and what's not, what's true, what's false. Keep being true, keep being you. Your spirit is beautiful. You are protected. Keep going higher. Thank you, everybody.